Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Weimar, Texas. Little school right in the middle of Klein, Collins, and Cedar Ridge High School. And welcome to Legacy Sports Network's broadcast of the second round of the Texas High School Baseball Playoffs. Well, you don't get many second-round matchups with two district champions, but in this case, that's exactly what it is. Klein Collins won their district with a 14-2 district record, 24-8 overall, as you see right there. The Cedar Ridge Raiders, 21-10-1, and get this, they were co-champions with Round Rock, but lost 2 out of 3 to Round Rock, so that's why they got the 2 seed. But they are co-champions, and the Tigers are champions themselves. Take a quick look at this graphic here. Looking at these numbers, they really differentiate. This is season stats, 259. That's not a great average. But don't let this fool you, because Cedar Ridge has got depth pitching-wise, and they can compete with anybody that they come across. I feel like if the Tigers do hit like they are capable of, I think they're the better team. But this Raider squad is here for a reason. They are very good. Their first time in 5A ball, they win the first round against a very good ball club that they had to face in the first round. But this would be a big test right here. And the Klein Collins Tigers, they better come to play, because this Raider group is solid. We're going to take a quick break, have the national anthem. When we come back, we will have the first pitch. Klein Collins, Cedar Ridge, here on the Legacy Sports Network.
If safety is your goal, Fabinco is your gate. Fabinco, the world's leading manufacturer of self-closing safety gates.
Up next for Career Day, quarterback Aaron Rodgers.
That State Farm agent said she helps people. What do you do?
I play football.
That's not a job.
Well,
Did you save my dad hundreds with the discount double check?
no, but I was MVP last year.
Mr. Hubble says trophies are for people with self-esteem issues.
Who's Mr. Hubble?
That's Rod Hubble.
No, it is not.
For savings, we're best in class.
Hey, Roger! Discount double check!
Get to a better state. State Farm.
My time is valuable. I can't afford to wait an hour for an average car wash. That's why I'm sold on Bubbles. The folks at Bubbles know customer service. They're courteous and professional, and no one has ever done a better job at hand washing my car. If your time is valuable, you'll love Bubbles.
Family owned and operated, Gorilla Reprographics have provided quality reprographic services since 1969. Whether you need an oversized banner, copies of construction drawings, color presentations for your next meeting, or you'd like to scan and archive those unorganized documents, Gorilla Reprographics can handle it all. Gorilla's team are proven customer service experts, proudly serving many of the same customers for decades. Visit them today at GorillaReprographics.com for a job done right the first time. Go Eagles!
It's time to seek new adventures. It's time to celebrate local flavor in the state's capital. It's time for the Renaissance Austin Hotel. Nestled in the beautiful Arboretum, the Renaissance Austin offers a relaxing atmosphere with stunning views of the Texas Hill Country. If it's shopping you're looking for, it's all within walking distance. Go to Marriott.com and discover something wonderfully new at the Renaissance Austin.
Hi, I'm your Latina girl, Carmen Contreras with Hot 95.7, and I'm just loving Texas Bay Area Credit Union. They have everything big banks do, like checking accounts, online and mobile banking, bill pay all for free, and I said free. But here, they really care about me. They have better rates on loans, and they're ready to loan to you. Texas Bay Area Credit Union is right in the neighborhood. Check them out for yourself at tbacu.org. You'll never, ever visit a big bank or paycheck cashing place again.
Hooray for mornings and things that make them good. Hooray for beaming smiles that make my day. Hooray for stops and goes. Hooray for colors and quick hellos. Hooray for surprises that walk my way. Hooray for friends I'll make. Oh hey, hey. Hooray for treats that make me smile, like magic stripes that fill the sky. Hooray for days that make me say, oh hooray for today.
Good late afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Weimar, Texas. Klein Collins will be the visiting team here in Game 1. Cedar Ridge will be the home team here in Game 1. No flip-flop in Game 2. Game 3 will be decided by a coin. J-Rod at the plate, and he rips one right up the middle into center field for a leadoff base hit. First pitch he saw, he took that one. On the hill for the Raiders.
Second baseman, number 2, Austin Finnegan.
Is number 4. That's Justin Harros, the junior. Right-hander. Up now, Austin Finnegan, second baseman. Harros throws over, check it up on J-Rod. There's the pitch. Finnegan lays down a bunt. Catcher squeezes it, throws it over to first in time for the out. But Finney does his job and gets J-Rod over to second base. Terrific sac bunt.
One out. Brings up your pitcher, number 11,
Austin Finnegan.
Jarvis.
There you see Jake Jarvis's numbers. 500 in district play, just under that for the season. There's a breaking ball, low and away. One of the top players in the state of Texas, only a junior. There's the pitch from Harros. This one goes foul and out of play. There's Justin's numbers on the season. 5-0, 2.26 ERA. Terrific numbers. Like I mentioned earlier, this ball club has very solid pitching. Another breaking ball, called strike on Jarvis. One ball, 2 strikes the count. 82 degrees here at start time at 5 o'clock. There's another breaking ball. Hit hard to deep left field. That's going. Goodbye. Jake Jarvis, 2-run homer. And the Tigers are off to an early 2-0 lead here in the top half of the first inning. Picking up right where they left off last weekend against College Park. Scored 14 runs in Game 3 against College Park. In Game 2 of that, they had 6 consecutive hits. Picking up right here again after that blast. 2-0 to score. going to bring up the lefty now, Jason Helms. Helms went deep in game 3 last weekend against College Park, as well as Jake Jarvis. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Harros. Fastball hit down the third base line, but that's going to go foul. Beautiful little ballparking out here at Weimar. We'll get you a little hand view here in the next few innings. Just terrific park. Here's the 1-1. That pitch inside to Helms. Called ball 2. 320 down the right and left field line. 329 in the power alleys, and 375 to dead center. Big cut there by Helms, and he comes up empty. Two balls, 2 strikes the count. Another big cut by Helms, and another time that he comes up empty. That's out number 2 here in the first inning.
Mickey Tanner.
That's going to bring up the first baseman, Mikey Tanner. Here's another lefty here. Big cut there as well. Coming up empty just like Helms. 0-1 count. That pitch a little bit too far outside. Tanner watches ball 2 go by right there. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Tanner. Wow, called a strike 2. That looked like it was in on his hands right there. Evens it up at 2-2. That one taken upstairs. Full count now. Here's the payoff pitch. This one lifted into left field. It's looping foul. No, it's fair. It lands in fair territory, and that's going to be a single for Mikey Tanner. Wow. I can't believe that one stayed in play.
Number 1.
And here in the playoffs, we have 4 umpires in the second round. They're going to get it right. No question about that. Umpire down each line, behind home plate and right up the middle. Oh, in tight around the face of Nick Carney, the center fielder. Here's the 1-0 pitch. No, throws it over to first. Checking up on Tanner. This one hits straight back, right into the press box almost. One ball, 1 strike to count to Nick Carney. Carney went deep last week against College Park as well. That one goes low and away. 2-1 now for Nick. Struggled a little bit in district play, but I don't think he was 100% healthy. Nicked up a little bit. Throws back over to first. He's in there safely. There's the 2-1, called strike 2. That's going to even up on Carney. 2 balls, 2 strikes. hard hit ball to right field, but he's able to camp under it and make the play, although you didn't see it there because of the pole. But trust me, he did make the grab out there in right field for out number 3. However, the damage was done on the 2-run blast by Jake Jarvis. So the score after half an inning here at Weimar, Klein Collins 2 and Cedar Ridge 0.
If safety is your goal, Fabinco is your gate. Fabinco, the world's leading manufacturer of self-closing safety gates.
So, where are you living now, Will?
Where am I living? The only place I can afford.
Here it is, just like you left it.
Okay, I was smart enough to notice that this totally loaded daily double is now on the McDonald's extra value menu. Only paid $1.99. So hey, I can handle this. I got this great condo loft space.
No way, cool.
Check out McDonald's Extra Value Menu and find the big taste of the Daily Double for just $1.99. Just one of the great Extra Value Menu tastes. The simple joy of being smart.
Back here in Weimar, Texas. There you see the field, beautiful view there. Great looking, huge scoreboard out there in left center field. The Hill Bank and Trust Company, great scoreboard. Jake Jarvis on the hill for the Tigers. First pitch called strike 1 to the leadoff hitter. That's senior Ryan Klimovitz. In on the hands, a little bit too far inside. It's going to even it up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1. There's a hard hit ball to left field. Joel Rodriguez giving chase, and he's able to make the grab just short of the warning track for out number 1. That's going to bring up number 11, the senior Cameron Pitchback.
Third baseman, Cameron Pitchback.
Pitchback, a switch hitter. Of course, he's going to hit lefty here against the righty Jarvis. Fastball in there for a called strike 1. Boy, if Jake can get ahead of these hitters on that first pitch, he can really do some damage. Takes that one low and inside. Now we'll even it up on Pitchback at 1-1. Fastball again. Taken outside. 2-1 count for Pitchback. There's a big cut there. Coming up empty. Jake working very quickly so far. Wasting no time. Here's the 2-2. Off-speed pitch gets him swinging out in front of that one. What a beautiful pitch. Now Mike McCann.
Two out, brings out your catcher, number 3, Mike McCann.
Big right-handed catcher for the Raiders. First pitch, another strike. 3 first pitch strikes here against the Raiders in the first inning. Follows that up with the ball, though, every at-bat as well. Evens it up at 1-1. Bottom of the first inning here in game 1. Klein Collins and Cedar Ridge. Watches that pitch as it gets further and further outside. 2-1 count now. Cruz Butica is on deck. Very close pitch right there. Hitter gets the benefit. Here's the 3-1 offering. Fastball's hit hard and deep to left field. That ball would have been out of here if it had stayed fair. Instead, it's a really long strike. Full count to the catcher, McCann. Payoff pitch from Jarvis. Gets him checking his swing. They throw it down to first. Yep, now what happened there was he checked his swing. The home plate umpire let the play continue. He got to first base, and he asked the first base umpire, did he go? The umpire down that line said, no, he did not go. He did check his swing, so he's awarded ball 4.
Number 18, Marcus Bailey. Bailey, courtesy running at first for catcher McCann. Picks up your first baseman, number 19, Drew Whitaker.
Big hitter Cruz, strike called on the first pitch there. You have the courtesy runner. That's Marcus Bailey, the senior, is on first, running for the catcher, McCann. 0-1 count. There's the pitch, and it hits Cruz. Didn't do anything to get out of the way, but he doesn't have to. He's awarded first base.
Number 22.
So runners on first and second now here in the bottom half of the first inning. That's going to bring up Daniel Williams. Williams is playing center field. Swung on and missed there on the off-speed pitch. There you see Williams' numbers, one of the best hitters on this ball club. Here in the 5-hole with runners on. Takes that curveball inside. Evens it up at 1-1. 2-0 the score, game 1, bottom of the first inning. Here at Weimar, Texas. Here's the pitch, fastball. Chopper up the middle, J-Rod has it, fires over to Tanner at first, in time for out number 3. So the Raiders get a couple of base runners by a walk and a hit by pitch, but they can't do any damage. So after one full inning, it's Klein Collins 2 and Cedar Ridge 0.
Klein Collins Tiger 2, Cedar Ridge.
Leading off the top of the second inning here is the designated hitter, Tristan Sanders. Sanders rips one to shortstop, throws over to Whitaker at first, in time for out number 1. That'll bring up the catcher, Jared Huber.
Number 12, your catcher, Jared Huber.
Huber watches that one for ball one. Jared hitting 270 there with an OBP of near 350. It's not bad for such a great defensive catcher. When you get production like that combined with the solid defensive effort, then got yourself a great catcher. This one is hit straight back into the netting by Huber after the swing and miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2 the count on Huber. Here's the Harrow's pitch. Fastball in the outside corner for strike number 3. So a much quicker and more efficient inning here near the bottom of the order for the Raiders. It's going to bring up the left fielder, Joel Rodriguez. Terrific defensive left fielder. Fastball on the outside part of the plate. Called strike 1 as he watches that one. Joel with a amazing .425 average in district play. Another strike on a curveball. Started off high, dropped right down in the zone, and just a beautiful pitch by Harrells right there. Got him 0-2 now. Catcher sets up outside. That one's too far outside. Try to get him chasing after a ball there. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. That one's a little bit low. I think that was in the strike zone area for the umpire as far as inside-outside goes, but a little bit too low. Evens it up at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Ripped down the third baseline. Pitch back, able to throw it over to Beautifer at first in time for out number 3. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for Justin Harrells. And the Tigers go down in order. When we come back, we'll be bottom of the second here on the Legacy Sports Network. Back here and ready for action in the bottom half of the second inning. It's going to bring up the right fielder, Grant Klump. Fastball on the outside part of the plate. Terrific numbers by Klump right there. Very good baseball player. Number 21, the big lefty there. Fouls that pitch off. One ball, 2 strikes to count now. That's going to even up at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. That off-speed pitch a little bit too low. As Klump takes that one. That's going to make a full count now. Fastball down low, must have been a little bit too low. Taken by Klump for ball 4, and a leadoff walk for the Raiders.
Leadoff walk brings up number 5, left fielder, Chris Chambers.
As you heard there, it's going to bring up the left fielder, Chris Chambers. Jarvis checks the runner at first. Fastball's hit right at Mikey Tanner. Just a reaction over there at first base. Touches the bag. He was only a foot off of it in a double play. Boy, let me tell you what a shot by Chris Chambers. Wow.
Line shot at the play ball brings up your designated hitter, number 6, Ryan Phillips. 2 out.
Ryan Phillips, the DH, here in the 8-hole now.
Up there?
Nobody on now, even after a walk and a rocket shot. That ball's going to drop in front of Joel Rodriguez out there in left field for a base knock for Phillips.
Number 1, second baseman, Derek Ramos. 2 out.
Derek Ramos now, the junior second baseman. Two outs in the inning. Phillips is on first. That pitch taken for ball 1 by Ramos. Leadoff man Klimovitz stands on deck. You'd rather him just lead off the 3rd inning. Don't give them an opportunity here. Jarvis throws it over to first. Here's the 1-0 pitch, fastball. Hit foul. I believe that actually went right through the stands. The stands wooden here. Have a lot of gaps right in between them. I think that ball found one of them. But it went straight through. Evens it up at 1-1 for Ramos. Pitch out there. Maybe thinking that Phillips is going to take off. He does not. Two and one. And fastball taken low. And the 9-hole hitter, Derek Ramos, has a 3-1 count. There's the 3-1. The ball hit hard into center field. That's going to drop in front of Nick Carney for a base hit. And now you do have the situation where the leadoff man comes up. I tell you what, if that line drive by Chambers was not directly at Mikey Tanner, the first baseman, this inning could be some trouble for Jake Jarvis. But now with that double play, he's only one pitch away from getting out of the jam. So Ramos is on first, Phillips is on second. Klimovitz, the shortstop, at the dish. 0-1 count. There's the pitch by Jarvis, off speed, too far inside. There's the 1-1. That one right on the inside part of the plate. Beautiful off-speed pitch by Jarvis. And here these fans really getting into the ball game here. Both sides have a terrific fan base. Klomovitz with the 1-2 count. There's the pitch. That one sweeping away from the right-handed hitter. Too far away. 2-2. There's a chopper into the Raiders dugout along that third base line. There you see the dugouts here. They're not much, but that definitely promotes the players standing up and not sitting back in that dugout. But on a hot day, oh boy, that can be rough. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Here's the pitch. Did he check his swing? Yes. No, he did not. And he is out. Could not check his swing. Went around. A strikeout for Jarvis, and he gets out of a big, big jam right there. After 2 full innings of play here in Weimar, it's Klein Collins 2 and Cedar Ridge 0. Shortstop Jacob Rodriguez at the dish now, leading off the top of the 3rd inning. Ball called there. That fastball on the outside part, right at the knees, taken for strike 1 to even it up. Both teams seem to be hitting the ball fairly well here against 2 pretty good pitchers. To his counterpart shortstop over there. Guns him out at first. That's Klimovitz making the defensive play. And that's going to bring up second baseman, number 2, Austin Finnegan. Finnegan laid down that sacrifice bunt to get J-Rod into scoring position.
Number 2, Austin Finnegan.
Looked like a changeup. Just never got down. There you see Finney's numbers, man. He had a terrific season. Just outstanding, and he doesn't strike out either. Puts the ball in play. Watches that one down the middle. 1-1 count. There's the Heroes pitch. That one gets by the first baseman, Budiker, into right field. So Finney is 1 for 1 now today. That's going to bring up Jake Jarvis. He's the one that hit that absolute blast into left field. That one gets by the catcher, bouncing right in front of the plate or on the plate. That's going to allow the second baseman Finnegan to reach second base. Runners in scoring position again for Jarvis here now. And let's see if he can drive him in again. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball inside. That will make it 2-0. You don't want to cave in here to Jarvis and give him anything really good to hit. Nothing wrong with walking him right here if you're the Raiders. Or just do that right there, make the ball close and make Jarvis make the mistake. Probably not a pitch he should have gone for on a 2-0 count, but he did. And now it's 2-1. Justin checking the runners. Looks at Finney, brings it home. Going the opposite way with it. Buedeker tries to throw him out at third, and he does. Wow. That is not a play I would recommend as a coach, but it worked right there. Buedeker fires it over to third. Cameron Pinchback with a great tag. I'm sure his coaching staff will have a quick word with him there. Do not throw it across the diamond there. Just try to get the out, but the courtesy runner for the pitcher Jarvis is number 20 at sophomore James Kuykendall. Arrows throws it over there, says Kuykendall, welcome to the game.
Now at plate number 17, Jason Helms.
2 outs in the inning. Curveball gets Helms looking right there. Boy, you don't see the 3-5 fielder's choice very often. That ball hit foul. Love the stadium here. There's netting just surrounding the entire bleachers here. Behind home plate, the bleachers down the lines, though, are no question exposed. Fastball outside. 1-2 for Helms. He's 0 for 1 today with a K. Arrows finally gets his sign. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Hit hard to the second baseman. Nice, easy defensive play, though, for Derek Ramos. So Finney gets a hit into right field. Reaches second on the pass ball, but he can't do anything about it. They cannot drive him in. So going into the bottom half of the third inning, it's Klein Collins 2 and Cedar Ridge 0.
back.
Leading off the bottom of the third inning here is number 11, Cameron Pinchback, and he rips one to right center field, and that's going to be a stand-up double for Pinchback. Terrific hit there by Pinchback.
Number 3, Mike McCann.
And now the Raiders once again have a terrific opportunity to push across some runs against Jake Jarvis. Mike McCann, the catcher, at the plate now. He walked in the first inning. You know, here in this situation, only down by 2, and I would bunt him over to third. Try to get that run, but they're playing for the big inning. Strike called right there. They're trusting that the sticks can get it done for the Raiders. Head coach Jeremy Trocheck. Big lead by Pinchback over there. You see it right there in the picture. He is so far off the bag. That one gets by Huber, the catcher, all the way to the backstop, and now the runner's at third. So now both catchers, McCann and Huber, both have let one get by and allowed base runners to advance up a bag. 1-1 count for McCann. Fastball upstairs. 2-1. Jarvis looks in, kicks and delivers. 3-1 now, as that one was low and away. Looked like it was a slider. Three balls and a strike to the catcher, McCann. Ball 4. Men on the corners and nobody out for the Raiders. Marcus Bailey, once again, the courtesy runner for the catcher, McCann.
And number 19, Cruz Cedar.
And that's going to bring up the first baseman, Cruz Buteker. Most powerful man in this lineup for the Raiders. See the pitching coach, Coach Griffin, out there talking to his infield, trying to explain the situation, what he wants done on a certain hit to the entire infield, how they want to cover certain situations. Two to nothing the score, bottom half of the third inning here in game 1. Klein calling Cedar Ridge, but Cedar Ridge maybe causing some problems here right now. Ball 1, taken by Buteker. Breaking ball on the inside part of the plate will even it up at 1-1. Buteker looking over down the line, getting the signals Called in by Jeremy Trocheck. There's the 1-1 now. Fakes the look at third. Fake to first. That play now outlawed in the Major League Baseball. That will now be a balk. Here's the pitch. Almost hits him. Cruz was hoping it would. He did not move an inch right there, just like the first time around when he got hit in the first inning. Almost got another one there. 2-1 count. Daniel Williams, the center fielder, on deck. Fastball down low, 3-1. That's the hitter's count. You got to give him something here. You do not want to load the bases up. I'd assume some type of fastball right here. Huber setting up outside. That one's too far outside, and he walked him. That's going to put Marcus Bailey, the courtesy runner from McCann, at second. Budiker over at first. And pinch back at third after his leadoff double. Nobody out in the inning. Daniel Williams, the center fielder, at the dish. Breaking ball. Good looking pitch right there. Not called the strike. Had to have said that was too far inside, but I'm going to have to respectfully disagree right there. Checks his swing. Called a strike. There you see Williams' numbers. This is not a hitter you want to play around with right here. 21 RBIs in district play in 18 games. Another breaking ball in the inside part of the plate. Strike two. Jarvis looks in, checks third. Breaking ball. Hit foul. And that was a good call, too. No question about it, that was a foul ball. Coach Trocheck trying to say, hey, hurry, get home and score, but in the back of his mind, he knew that was a foul ball. Just tried to sneak one by there, like Bo Porter last night for the Astros. Just 1 ball, 2 strikes to count for Daniel Williams. He grounded out to the shortstop Rodriguez in the first inning. Here's the Jake Jarvis pitch. Low and away, ball 2. This crowd can feel it for the Raiders. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed.
Number 21, Grant Klump.
That's going to bring up Grant Klump, the right fielder. He had a leadoff walk in the second inning, and another man with some terrific numbers. Left-handed hitter and a guy you cannot play around with. 1 out, bases juiced for the Raiders. Fastball outside part of the plate. Fastball almost tailing back away from that left-handed hitter. That is a good looking pitch. Klump digging in there, waving the bat around. Swung on and missed on that fastball. Just a little bit late on it. One ball, 1 strike to Klump. Chris Chambers, the left fielder, is on deck. There's a 1-1 offering. Oh, a breaking ball almost snuck back in. Little backdoor slider right there. Couldn't quite get over the plate enough. 2-1. There's the offering, hit right up the middle. Jarvis has it, over to home, trying to get the double play, and they do! Holy cow! Jake Jarvis gets out of a bases loaded, no out jam. What a beautiful defensive play. Jake Jarvis to Huber to get the force out at home, and then Huber fires over to Tanner and gets the double play finish. Beautiful play, still 2-0 when we come back, top of the 4th inning here on the Legacy Sports Network.
If safety is your goal, Fabinco is your gate. Fabinco, the world's leading manufacturer of self-closing safety gates.
Up next for Career Day, quarterback Aaron Rodgers.
That State Farm agent said she helps people. What do you do?
I play football.
That's not a job.
Well,
Did you save my dad hundreds with the discount double check?
no, but I was MVP last year.
Mr. Hubble says trophies are for people with self-esteem issues.
Who's Mr. Hubble?
That's Rod Hubble.
No, it is not.
Leading off, top of the 4th inning is the first baseman, Mikey Tanner. Fouls this one straight back. 2-0 to score, but let me tell you what, the Raiders have had multiple opportunities to score. Here's the 0-1 to Tanner. Fastball a little bit low. We'll even it up at 1-1. Good looking breaking ball from Carlos right there. And that's going to be Mikey Tanner strikeout for out number 1. Justin Harrow's doing a great job so far for the Raiders on the hill. Nick Carney has been a surprise power hitter so far this season. Never hit a home run in high school until this season, his senior year. And he's got 5 or 6 on the year. Watches that one low. 2-0 count for Carney. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Not sure where that one ended up. Not a bad pitch by Harros. 3-0 count. Way down low near the shins, and that's going to be a 1-out walk for Nick Carney.
Designated hitter number 21, Tristan Sanders.
That'll bring up the designated hitter, Tristan Sanders. Harros throws over to first. Make sure Carney stays close by. Carney stole second base and then stole third against Klein late in district play. And then Huber was able to drive him in a bottom of the 7th win. over the rival Klein. That one, breaking ball, gets away from the catcher McCann. That's going to be a wild pitch right there. Had a lot of movement, just not a lot of accuracy. Bouncing well off the plate. Tough play for McCann. Can't really fault McCann for that one. Did everything he could to try to stop it. So Carney's on second after the wild pitch. Fastball down low. 2-0 count for Sanders, and now we're going to have a quick visit to the mound by the Raiders. Well, with this rain, we've had mass confusion across the entire state of Texas. Nobody knowing where they're really going to play, when, if they're going to have to change fields. Very confusing time here. We'll go over that Region 2 playoff bracket. The winner of this ball game will, however, play the winner of the Kingwood and Round Rock McNeil series. Game 1 is at Kingwood High School today at 5:30. They had to make a change there originally. They were going to play at A&M Consolidated High School. Games 2 and 3 will be tomorrow morning at McNeil High School starting at 11 o'clock. Sanders watches that pitch. Fastball, outside part of the plate, knee high. Called strike one. So 2 balls and a strike for Tristan Sanders. Breaking ball, hit right up the middle. Harros makes the play, throws it over to double off Carney. 2 back-to-back terrific defensive plays here by their pitching counterparts, Harros and Charvis. When we come back, it will be bottom of the 4th here in Weimar. Klein Collins 2 and Cedar Ridge 0. Welcome back to Weimar Veterans Park, Strickland Field here in Weimar, Texas. Bottom half of the 4th inning. That ball ripped down that right field line, but just barely foul. Chris Chambers, the left fielder, is the one that hit that line shot right at Mikey Tanner. Turned into a double play. 0-1 count to Chambers. Fastball just barely inside. 1-1. Swung on and missed there by Chambers. Big cut. 1 ball, 2 strikes. What you hear in the background is the Raiders in their dugout banging the bats up against the chain link fence. Strike 3 called on an inside curveball. And Chambers goes down looking. I'm assuming that Kingwood McNeil series has not started due to rain. It was raining pretty bad in the Houston area, and Kingwood got some rain last night. We have the Mavericks, some of the Mavericks coaching staff up here above us. We'll get a check on that here momentarily. After that big cut by the DH Ryan Phillips. They watches the second one in the dirt, and that will even it up on Phillips at 1-1. Good looking slider right there. Looked like a strike, but called ball 2. Here's the 2-1 offering from Jarvis. Little chopper. Second baseman Finney has it. Over to Tanner at first in time for out number 2. And that is going to bring up the 9-hole hitter, second baseman Derek Ramos. He's 1 for 1 today with a base hit that dropped right in front of the center fielder, Carney. Back in the second inning. There's the righty. There's a little looper down the right field line, just foul. Only about 5-6 feet foul. It was kind of tailed off at the last second there. For Ramos, leadoff man Klimovitz is on deck. Nobody on, 2 outs. Time granted just when Jarvis was starting. Fastball low, 1-1. Big swing there, couldn't quite catch up to the Jarvis fastball. And now Derek's in a 1-2 hole. See if Jarvis decides to make him chase something. Oh, that slider tailing away from the righty is deadly. And it is right there for strikeout number 2 of the inning. Strikeout 5 on the afternoon for Jake Jarvis. After 4 full innings of play, it is the Klein Collins Tigers 2, the Cedar Ridge Raiders 0.
Days that make me say, oh, hooray for today.
Leading off, number 12, Derek Cooper.
Leading off the top of the 5th inning here for the Klein Collins Tigers is the catcher, Jared Huber. Breaking ball is hit up in the air. That's going to get foul and out of play. Jarrett struck out looking in the second inning. So we just heard that one is in a rain delay, that McNeil and Kingwood ball game. That the winner of that one faces the winner of this one. That Harrell's pitch is hit hard to left field. He kind of misjudged it, did Chambers, and that one is gone. First home run of the season for Jared Huber. Oh, wow. Against College Park, he took one for a ride to deep, deep center field. They could have been gone in a lot of parks. Hit the warning track. He took a double there, but here it's a two-run blast right in front of that scoreboard. I'm sorry, a solo shot.
Number 15,
leading off the 5th inning. And they bumped their lead to 3-0. Congratulations to Jared Huber, first home run of the season. No instant replay needed for that one. That brings up the left fielder, Joel Rodriguez, and off the bat, the left fielder, Chris Chambers, he had no clue. I don't think he saw the ball coming off the bat. Didn't need to for him, though. Joel Rodriguez with a shot down that third baseline. Pinchback could do nothing but just watch that one go by. And it got by him in a hurry.
Number 3, Jacob Rodriguez.
That will bring up his brother, leadoff hitter, shortstop, Jacob Rodriguez. Both Rodriguez brothers, only sophomores. 2 more years of varsity play for these kids. Look out. That curveball kind of hangs up there, never bites down. Stays upstairs for ball 1. Throws over to first. Good idea because Joel Rodriguez is a blazer. He is lightning fast over there at first. Harrell's pitch is down low. 2-0 the count for J-Rod. I guess they're both J-Rod, Jacob and Joel, but Jacob goes by J-Rod. That one lifted into right center field. Going to be a nice, easy play for Grant Klump, the right fielder, to make. J-Rod's now 1 for 3 today. That will bring up Austin Finnegan, the second baseman.
Number 2, Austin Finnegan.
Finney's 1 for 1 today, had a sac bunt in the first. Close play over there at first. Joel gets a big lead. Not a bad spot there by Harros, just a bit outside. Sometimes that umpire's been calling that pitch, though. Throws it over to first again. Really focusing in on Joel Rodriguez. Does not want to get that runner in scoring position. Finnegan with a shot right up the middle. Not very hardly hit, though. The shortstop is able to make the force out at second. Nice play by Klimovitz. But he was off balance and could not get enough on the throw to first to get the double play. So Finney hits into the 6 unassisted force out. Fielder's choice. I believe time was called there by Jarvis. A little payback. They've done that to him a couple times. He says, looks like a good time for payback. Probably should not have been granted. Justin Harros looked like he was in that starting motion as well. As an umpire, I don't Really like that late time being given. There's a ball ripped into center field, but right at the center fielder, Daniel Williams. But the damage was done on the solo blast to left field right in front of the scoreboard out there by the catcher, Jared Huber. So the new score going into the bottom of the 5th inning is the Klein Collins Tigers 3, the Cedar Ridge Raiders 0. Leading off the bottom half of the 5th inning for the Raiders is the shortstop, number 2, Ryan Klimovitz. That shot by Klimovitz is ripped fair down the left field line. But Joel Rodriguez gets to it so fast. And he's got such a great arm that Klimovitz can only manage a single. But right now, they'll take whatever they can get.
Number 11, Cameron Pinchback.
Cameron Pinchback is 1 for 2 today. Struck out in the first. Had that double in the third where they loaded the bases up. 1-0 count on Pinchback now. Klimovitz on first. Pinchback at the dish. McCann, the catcher, is on deck. It's this one up in the air. Joey gives chase. Does he have the room? Yes, he does. Great job. He ran all the way to the fence. He knew he was going to be right there at it. Made sure he got a hand on that fence and then came back into play. Making sure that you don't get yourself hurt out there. That fence in left and right field gets very, very close to the line. McCann does not have an official at-bat today. 2 walks. That is not bad, though. Any coach will take that all day. 471. You can see the difference there, almost 150-point difference in average and OBP. That tells you he is a very, very patient hitter. Hits this one down that third baseline. Foul. I believe it went off of some part of his body, and McCann is down for a little bit. Not sure where it hit, but you can tell it hit him pretty hard somewhere. So that's why it was a dead ball. Still not sure where it hit him at in the box, but in the shin. So 1-1 the count. On McCann. Klimovitz is at first with one out. Curveball dips down low below the knees. Two and one now to McCann. Cruz Budeker is on deck. There's a 2-1 pitch from Jarvis. Fastball inside, couldn't catch up to that inside heat. Evens it at 2-2. Maybe see if he'll swing at that inside again, or maybe a slider tailing away from him. Yep, that's what it looks like it's going to be. Here's the 2-2. I think he just flat out missed his spot there. You saw Huber setting up outside. Full count now for McCann, trying to earn his third walk and as many at-bats here in game one. Here's the payoff pitch, hit hard to left center field, and that is going to be a bouncer off the wall. Coach Trocheck sends him home. The throw home is late, not in time. So McCann with an RBI double that scores Klimovitz from first. And a great job by McCann to reach third on the throw home. And Budeker now at the dish with a man on third with one out. All he has to do is hit a deep fly ball, and this is a one-run ball game. What a shot. A huge RBI double by McCann. 3-1 the score now. Breaking ball. Just barely down low, apparently. 1-0 count to Cruz. The count to Budeker. One down, runner on third. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball called strike. That will even it up on Cruz at 1-1. There's a pitch from Jarvis, swung on and missed there. Looks like a changeup. Kind of got him out in front, 1-2. He's gonna punch out here, and that's huge in this spot with that runner on third. There's the 1-2 pitch, hit on the ground. That's over to Finnegan. He makes a smart play. And a great piece of hitting by Cruz Budeker to get that RBI. You know, it seems easy, just hit a deep fly ball or Hit a little chopper to the right side, but against Jarvis, nothing is easy, but Budiker does a great job there. There's a chopper over to Kyle Saul, the third baseman, in time to Tanner for out number 3. That was Daniel Williams on the 5-3 put out there for the third out. But the damage was done on the RBI double by McCann, scoring Klimovitz. And then Budiker's 4-3 RBI over to the right side. This scored McCann's courtesy runner, Marcus Bailey. We got a brand new ball game. When we come back, top of the 6th inning, Klein Collins 3, Cedar Ridge 2. Leading off in the 6th inning is the lefty, Jason Helms. Helms is the right fielder for the Tigers. Two balls, 2 strikes, the count for the big, tall lefty, Helms. There's the pitch from Justin Ramos, hit straight up in the air. And that should be an easy play, and it is for Chris Chambers out there in left field. Helms has struggled today. He's 0 for 3. That's going to bring up Mikey Tanner. Tanner, the first baseman, singled in the 1st inning, struck out looking in the 4th inning. Big cut there. Puts Mikey in an 0-1 hole. Mikey is red hot, though, really all season long. Almost backdoored that slider on the outside part for a strike. Just missing though, so 1-1 to count. Fastball at the knees. Strike 2. Jake Jarvis is at 87 pitches now after 5 innings. There's another swing and a miss by Tanner, and another strikeout for Justin Harros. He is just doing a fantastic job. And we'll get his pitch count here in just a minute for you. Carney's 0 for 1 today. Flied out to right field and then walked in the 4th. Strike called on Carney there. Right around 80 pitches now for Harros. Watches that one bounce in front of the plate. 1-1. The DH, Tristan Sanders, who's 0 for 2 today. He's on deck. That ball almost getting Carney on that lead elbow. Just barely missing though. 2-1. That ball lifted up in the air. Foul down that third base side. Two and two for Carney. Here's Harrow's pitch. Did a nice piece of hitting there just to get the knob on it there. There's the 2-2 offering. There's a chopper, and that gets by the shortstop and third baseman into left field. Klimovitz and pinchback couldn't do anything with it. And that's a 2-out single for Nick Carney.
Number 21, Tristan Sanders. 2 outs.
2 outs in the inning. Tristan Sanders, the DH, at the plate. Nick Carney over at first. Fastball taken low and away. Ball 1 for Sanders. There's the 1-0 pitch, lifted up in the air. You see Nick Carney there was moving on the pitch. Looks probably a hit and run. Now it's a 1-1 count for Sanders now. I'd assume that hit and run is taken off. Harrow throws over to first, making sure Carney isn't moving on first motion. One ball, one strike. Here's the pitch. Fastball down low again, 2-1 to Sanders. Justin Harros, another fastball, same exact spot as the last one. Ball 3. Falls behind Sanders here. This is the hitter's count. This is what you want your DH to have the spot. Got to give him something good right down the middle, and he lifts this one to left center field, and that is going to be caught by the center fielder for out number 3. Gave it a run, but it was just short. When we come back, it will be bottom of the 6th inning and only a 1-run ball game. Klein College Tigers 3, Cedar Ridge Raiders 2 here on the Legacy Sports Network. Jake Jarvis back on the hill for the Tigers. That is pitch number 88, 89 now. 1-1 count for Grant Klump. He's 0 for 1 today. Walked in the second. Hitting to that 1-2-3 double play with the bases loaded back in the third. That one just barely missing. 2-1 count on Klump. Low and away, 3-1. Now he's got the hitter's count. Jeremy Trocheck's pitcher, Justin Harros, has pitched to Jim. Through 6 innings, only 89 pitches. 3 runs. Just a magnificent ball game. He's currently on the hook for the loss, though, because his offense can't punch anything more across. That ball ripped into right field. Finnegan can't get to it. And Helms throws it back in after a leadoff single by Klump. That will bring up Chris Chambers. Chambers 0 for 2 today. Although he did have that hard line drive to Mikey Tanner on the double play in the second inning. Struck out looking in the fourth. There you see the warm-up by Lance Moskowitz. He threw game 3 last week against College Park in that 5-inning win. Moskowitz, you're better than average number 3 pitcher. That is for sure, no question. If you do need him to come in, either the 6th or 7th inning here, as Jarvis, his pitch count is getting up there, but boy, you got to win this game, and Jake Jarvis is a battler. He's really going to have to get up there for him to be taken out of the ball game. Chambers squares around to bunt, lays it down. Jarvis has it over to first in time for the out. When in doubt, get the out. Jarvis did that right there. Maybe had to play at second, but you don't risk it. Get the for sure out. Nice sack bunt by Chambers. That puts Klump at second base. He is the game-tying run. The DH, Ryan Phillips, is 1 for 2 today. He singled back in the second. Grounded out to Finnegan at second base in the fourth. First pitch to Phillips is a outside breaking ball, not called a strike. Very, very tight. One-0 count to Phillips. That ball is laced into center field. Carney giving chase, makes the over-the-shoulder grab. The throw to third is not in time, and that's going to advance the base runner to third. Not a sacrifice, though, because that was the second out of the inning. Deep fly ball by Phillips there. So runner on third, you got to be careful here. If you're Jared Huber and Jake Jarvis, not to let one slip by you. We have a pinch hitter now in 9-hole for Derek Ramos. That's number 13, Nico Rodriguez, the senior. Rodriguez watches that one for ball 1. Nico Rodriguez in district play only hit 136. But he's got a 2-0 count in his favor right here. On the season, he's hitting 139, and a foul ball right there down that third baseline. Very close play. That would have tied this ball game up. Strike called there as he watches that one. That evens it up now. Back to Jarvis's favor at 2-2 with 2 outs in the inning. Got to get this third out. Here's the 2-2. Laced into left field. It's an RBI single for the pinch hitter, Nico Rodriguez. And this ball game is tied up. Grant Klump comes around to score the game-tying run. Nico Rodriguez stands at first. Ryan Klimovitz, the shortstop, is 1 for 3 today. Fly out to left in the first, struck out swinging in the second, singled to left in the fifth. Strike called there as Jarvis gets ahead of Klimovitz. Swung on and missed there on that inside pitch. Klimovitz not seeing the ball here very well today out of Jarvis's hand. He's in an 0-2 hole. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Down low and outside. 1-2 now. Limit the damage you get out of this inning. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That runner on first. Strike called, inside curveball. Got Klimovitz looking for the third out of the inning, but the damage was done on the RBI single by pinch hitter Nico Rodriguez, tying this ball game up after 6 full innings. It's Klein Collins 3, Cedar Ridge 3 here in game 1. Each team potentially down to their final 3 outs in this ball game. Top of the 7th, Jared Huber at the plate. Takes that change up on the outside part for strike 1. 3-3 the score. We played an hour and 45 minutes. That one too far outside. Justin Harros now at 92 pitches. That one's too far inside. 2-1 to Jared Huber. That one lifted up in the air to right field. Should be an easy play for Klump. And it is out there. That will bring up the 9-hole hitter, left fielder Joel Rodriguez. Joey's 1 for 2 today, grounded out to the second baseman in the second, and had that single to left field in the fifth. Squares around a bunt, pulls it back. Off-speed pitch is taken inside for ball 1. 82 degrees when we started here. It's down to 77 now. Wind blowing pretty much into left center field. That ball is hit into the gap, but a nice running play out there by Chris Chambers in left field. That will bring up the leadoff man, shortstop Jacob Rodriguez. Now Chris Suarez is out there in the bullpen warming up, along with Mosky.
Like you mentioned, number 1, Derek Ramos, leader of the game at second.
Breaking ball called a strike. Looked like it broke right out of the strike zone, but 0-1 count for J-Rod. Here's the 0-1 offering. Good breaking ball again. Wow. J-Rod's in an 0-2 hole after 2 good-looking curveballs. 105 pitches thrown for Jarvis. It's going to be tough for him to come back out this next inning. That ball gets to the second baseman, Derek Ramos, and he makes the easy play to Budiker in time for the out. The Klein Collins Tigers here in game 1, they give up 1 run. They could be finished here in Weimar. Up for the Cedar Ridge Raiders, it's pinchback McCann Budiker. When we come back, we'll have the bottom of the 7th inning here on the Legacy Sports Network. Welcome back to Weimar, Texas, Strickland Field at Weimar Veterans Park. This ball game being brought to you by Cottonwood Inn of LaGrange. We sincerely appreciate your business. 1494 West Travis Street in LaGrange, Texas. Their phone number is 979-968-3175. That is the Cottonwood Inn of LaGrange. Well, the Cedar Ridge Raiders have an opportunity to steal game 1 here. Cameron Pinchback leads off the 7th. Lance Moskowitz, Mosky, is on the hill for the 7th. Strike 1 called there. He doesn't have the fastball that Jarvis does, but boy, all of his pitches move. Wow. You saw that when they were just tailing away. Evens it up at 1-1. A little bit too far inside. 2 balls and a strike to Pinchback. Catcher McCann is on deck. He's 1 for 1 with a double and 2 walks. Big swing there. Comes away empty. He evens it up at 2-2 for Moskey. Swung on and missed there. Moskowitz on the season. 29 1/3 innings pitched. He's 5-1 with an ERA of 2.15. In district play, he's 3-0. Got the win also in the postseason in Game 3 series, Game 3 of the College Park series. McCann, the catcher, like I just mentioned, he's 1 for 1, 2 walks and a double. RBI double in the 5th inning. It's this one foul down that first baseline. 2-1 count on McCann. First baseman Cruz Budeker is on deck. He's 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch and had a walk and then grounded out. Watches that pitch close to that outside edge. 3-1 to McCann. Lifted up in the air, is going to get out of play. Full count. Mike McCann at the dish. Lance Moskowitz on the hill. 3-3 the score here, Game 1. Second round of the playoffs, the area round. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. 2 consecutive strikeouts by Moskey.
Number 19, Cruz Budeker.
Budeker now at the plate. On the season, hitting .293 with 3 home runs, 22 RBIs. Second most on the team. Takes the first pitch ball. There's Moskey's pitch, swung on and missed. Big cut. Going for the fences with that swing right there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the offering. Whoa, watches that one go by for ball 2. Not a bad spot by Moskey. 3-1 count for Cruz Budeker. 0 for 1 today with a hit by pitch, a walk, and that RBI ground out to the second baseman, Finnegan. Big cut there to deep left field, and it is gone. A 2-out walk-off home run in the bottom of the 7th inning. I told you he has power, and he showed it right there. Cruz Budeker, walk-off home run. The Raiders take Game 1 by a score of 4-3. We'll give you the final stats here after a quick break.
Hooray for mornings and things that make them good. Hooray for beaming smiles that make my day. Hooray for stops and goes. Hooray for colors and quick hellos. Hooray for surprises that walk my way. hooray for friends I'll make. Oh, hey, hey, hooray for treats that make me smile, like magic stripes that fill the sky. Hooray for days that make me say, oh, hooray for today.
If safety is your goal, Fabinco is your gate. Fabinco, the world's leading manufacturer of self-closing safety gates.
Up next for Career Day, quarterback Aaron Rodgers.
That State Farm agent said she helps people. What do you do?
I play football.
That's not a job.
Well,
Did you save my dad hundreds with the discount double check?
no, but I was MVP last year.
Mr. Hubble says trophies are for people with self-esteem issues.
Who's Mr. Hubble?
That's Rod Hubble.
No, it is not.
For savings, we're best in class.
Hey, Roger! Discount double check!
Get to a better state. State Farm.
Welcome back to Weimar, Texas here. The finish of game one, the final, the Cedar Ridge Raiders 4, the Klein Tigers 3. Jake Jarvis, the starting pitcher for the Tigers, goes 6 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 6 strikeouts, 4 walks on 105 pitches. Lance Moskowitz gets the loss. He threw 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 1 run, 2 strikeouts, and gave up that walk-off home run with 2 outs to Cruz Buteker in the bottom of the 7th. Justin Harrows gets the win, 7 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, only 4 Ks, only 1 walk. That was key on 98 pitches. J-Rod 1 for 3. Austin Finnegan 1 for 2. Jake Jarvis 1 for 3 with that 2-run homer. Jason Helms 0 for 3. Mikey Tanner 1 for 3. Nick Carney 1 for 2 with a walk. Tristan Sanders 0 for 3. Jared Huber 1 for 3 with that solo shot back in the 5th. Joel Rodriguez 1 for 3. And now for the Cedar Ridge Raiders, Ryan Klimovitz 1 for 4. Cameron Pinchback 1 for 4 with that double. Mike McCann 1 for 2 with 2 walks and an RBI double. Cruz Buteker had the hit by pitch in the 1st, walk in the 3rd, RBI ground out in the 5th, walk-off home run in the 7th. Daniel Williams 0 for 3. Grant Klump 1 for 2 with a walk. Chris Chambers 0 for 2. Ryan Phillips 1 for 3. Derek Ramos 1 for 2. Nico Rodriguez 1 for 1 with an RBI single on that pinch hit in the 6th. So congratulations to Cruz Buteker and Justin Harrows. Terrific ball games. Well, make sure to tune in tomorrow. It's set for 2:00 p.m. on Saturday. That time could change, though. Cedar Ridge wins it 4-3. For everybody at Legacy Sports Network, Matt Broussard, I'm Jay Darnielle. Good night, everybody.